All right, today we're going to look at C Lydian. What is Lydian? Lydian is one of the modes. It's the fourth mode. So if we know it's C Lydian, the chord is going to be C major 7. Lydian is the fourth mode. So what you have to ask yourself is C is the fourth chord in what key? And the answer is G major. So we're going to take this C major 7 voicing, and then I'm going to show you what scale to play over it. And then I'll talk about the chord tones, the tensions, all those things. So I hope you learn a lot from this lesson. Check it out. Even if you're more of an intermediate player, this is definitely more of an advanced type lesson. But still, you know, if you're starting to understand your major scales, you can understand it and work with these chords. This is for my Patreon patrons. Thank you so much once again for all the support. And I hope my videos help. I've got hundreds of them in there now. And thank you so much for being a patron. Now, we're going to look at the G major scales and how they relate to C major 7. Now, normally, like if we were in the key of C, which is Ionian, and you had a C major 7, you would just play the C major scale over it, right? That gives you all the diatonic sounds, but what we're going to look at today is if the C major 7 is the 4 chord, okay? So what changes in there is one note. Normally in the C major scale, you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. But if we're playing the G major scale over C, if we look at C to C within the G major scale, we get C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C. So the Lydian sound is the raised fourth. Really cool sound. I'll show you what it sounds like in a minute. I'll put a C major 7 on the keyboard, and then we can talk about the chord tones, the tensions, and really what the Lydian sound is. One of the best ways to practice your scales is to either have a looping pedal playing a chord behind it or using the keyboard like I do in a lot of my videos. Now, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to play a C major 7 chord on the keyboard, and I'll play the G major scale over it, and then I'll talk about the chord tones. All right, I've got the C major sound going on the keyboard. Now I'm going to play the G major scale over this. Now I'm going to play the G major scale at the 7th fret. All right, so check this out. That F sharp right there. All right, let's check out the chord tones. The chord tones for C major 7 are C, E, G, and B. Here's the C. Here's the E. Here's the G. Here's the B. All right. Now here are a couple of the tensions. The 9, which is D. The F sharp. The F sharp is the sharp 11. The A is the 13. So if you play all three of those together, that's a D major triad really strong triad to superimpose over the C major. Okay, the D is the 5 chord in G. So let me just play a few licks so you can kind of hear what it sounds like. Right there at the end, I played a C major pentatonic. Now let me do that and add in the B. That's a really cool sound. That was a C major 7 triad, or C major 7 arpeggio. All right, now I'm going to give you a couple licks to practice, and these will be tabbed out in the Patreon, so check out the attachment below the video. All right, here's a couple licks to get you going with the C Lydian sound. These will be tabbed, as I said, but I want to give you a couple introductory licks to get started. We'll start with the C major 7 arpeggio, and then I'll just resolve. All right, here's another lick. Lick number 2. Lick number 3. Lick number 4. All right, I hope this video helps your understanding of the 4th mode, which is Lydian. It takes a while to understand this stuff, but start running your G major scales. Let me know if you have any questions.